Ladies and gentlemen, as the year winds down and December greets us with its crisp air and promise of endings and beginnings, I want to tell you something powerful. This is not the month to worry. This is not the season to let fear or doubt steal your joy. This December, I believe God is ready to transform your life in ways you can't yet imagine. But you must be ready to let Him work. You must be willing to lay down your burdens and trust the process. Worry is like carrying a weight you were never meant to bear. It grips your mind, ties knots in your stomach, and makes every step feel heavier than the last. The truth is, worry doesn't add anything to your life. It doesn't solve the challenges you're facing or make your situation any better. What it does is rob you of peace, of joy, and of your ability to see the bigger picture. It clouds your mind and pulls your focus away from the one thing that matters most, trusting that everything will work out in its own time, in its own way. When you hold on to worry, you're trying to control what's beyond your control. Life is full of uncertainties, and no matter how much you think about a problem or analyze it from every angle, you can't always predict how things will unfold. Worry tricks you into believing that if you just think hard enough, if you just stress about it enough, you can somehow solve it. But that's not how life works. The more you focus on worry, the less energy you have to take meaningful action or embrace the opportunities right in front of you. Letting go of worry isn't about ignoring your problems or pretending they don't exist. It's about understanding that some things are simply out of your hands. There's a peace that comes from acknowledging this truth. When you release the burden of worry, you make room for trust that there's a greater plan at work, even if you can't see it right now. It's not always easy to trust, especially when you're in the middle of a storm. But trust doesn't mean you need all the answers. It means believing that, step by step, things will come together in the way they're meant to. Think about the time and energy worry takes from you. It consumes your thoughts, keeps you awake at night, and drains your spirit. Imagine what your life could look like if you redirected all that energy into something constructive. Instead of worrying about whether you'll succeed, focus on taking the first step toward your goal. Instead of worrying about what could go wrong, prepare for what could go right. Every moment you spend worrying is a moment you could be using to build, to learn, and to grow. Letting go of worry doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you shift your focus from fear to action, from doubt to faith. It means recognizing that you're not in this alone. There's a power greater than you working behind the scenes, orchestrating things in ways you can't even begin to comprehend. When you trust in that power, you're free to focus on what you can control: your attitude, your choices, and your willingness to keep moving forward. Worry often comes from fear of the unknown. You wonder if things will ever get better, if you'll have what you need, or if you're capable of overcoming the challenges ahead. These thoughts can be paralyzing, but they don't have to be. The first step to releasing worry is recognizing it for what it is: a distraction. Worry keeps you stuck in a loop, replaying worst-case scenarios in your mind, when what you need is to focus on the present moment. The present is where your power lies, is where you can take action, make decisions, and find peace. Releasing worry also requires a shift in perspective. Instead of looking at challenges as obstacles, start seeing them as opportunities for growth. Every struggle you face is a chance to learn, to become stronger, and to deepen your faith. When you shift your mindset in this way, you'll find that worry loses its grip on you. You'll begin to see challenges not as things to fear, but as stepping stones to something greater. One of the most powerful ways to let go of worry is to practice gratitude. When you focus on what you have instead of what you lack, worry begins to fade. Gratitude shifts your attention away from what's missing and onto the blessings in your life. It reminds you that no matter how tough things may seem, there's always something to be thankful for. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to worry because it anchors you in the present and fills your heart with hope. Releasing worry doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, one that requires patience and self-awareness. There will be moments when fear creeps back in, when you find yourself dwelling on what you can't control. But in those moments, remind yourself of this: worry is not your friend. It doesn't have your best interests at heart. It wants to hold you back, to keep you in a cycle of fear and doubt. but you have the power to break that cycle. You have the power to choose peace over panic, trust over fear, and faith over doubt. When you stop worrying, you open yourself up to new possibilities. You begin to see solutions where before you saw only problems. You start to feel lighter, freer, and more capable of facing whatever comes your way. Life becomes less about surviving and more about thriving. And as you release the burden of worry, you'll find that the transformation you've been hoping for begins to unfold, not because you forced it, but because you allowed it. Let this be the season when you release the weight you were never meant to carry. Trust that everything is working together for your good, even when it doesn't make sense in the moment. And remember, letting go of worry is not about giving up. It's about stepping aside and allowing something greater to take the lead. Faith is a powerful force that can transform your life, even in the face of uncertainty. It's not about having all the answers or knowing exactly how things will work out. It's about trusting in something greater than yourself, a belief that no matter how dark or confusing the path ahead may seem, there is a plan in place for you. Faith isn't about denying reality. It's about embracing the truth that you don't have to navigate this journey alone. It's about believing that every step, no matter how small or uncertain, is leading you closer to where you're meant to be. One of the most important aspects of faith is that it gives you strength in moments of weakness. Life will throw challenges your way, setbacks, losses, and moments that feel overwhelming. It's easy to feel defeated, to want to give up when things don't go as planned. But faith reminds you that challenges aren't permanent. They are temporary obstacles, moments designed to build your character, deepen your resolve, and strengthen your spirit. Faith whispers that even in your weakest moments, you are not alone. There is a higher power walking beside you, carrying you when you can't move forward on your own. Faith is not passive, it's active. It's not just sitting back and waiting for things to happen. It's choosing to take steps forward, even when you can't see the full path ahead. It's about making decisions based on trust rather than fear. Faith requires action, getting up each day, doing your part, and trusting that the rest will fall into place. It's about planting seeds, even when you can't see immediate results, because you believe in the harvest that will come. Faith calls you to act with intention, knowing that every small step is part of a larger journey. Doubt is one of the biggest enemies of faith. It creeps in quietly, planting seeds of fear and uncertainty. It tells you that things won't get better, that you're not capable, or that your dreams are out of reach. But doubt is a liar. Faith, on the other hand, is a shield against those lies. It tells you that even if you don't see the way forward right now, the way exists. It reassures you that you are capable, worthy, and equipped to handle whatever comes your way. Faith silences the voice of doubt and replaces it with a quiet, steady confidence that keeps you moving forward. When you choose faith over fear, you shift your perspective. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, you begin to see what could go right. Instead of dwelling on your limitations, you start to recognize your potential. Faith opens your eyes to possibilities you hadn't considered and solutions you hadn't seen. It gives you the courage to take risks, to step out of your comfort zone, and to embrace opportunities that once seemed too far out of reach. Faith empowers you to dream bigger, aim higher, and believe that the life you desire is possible. Faith isn't something you only call upon in moments of crisis. It's a daily practice, a mindset you cultivate over time. It's the way you approach every situation, big or small. It's waking up each morning and choosing to believe that today is full of potential, that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way, and that everything is unfolding as it should. It's about carrying that belief with you, even when the day doesn't go as planned. Faith isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. It's about choosing to trust even when it's hard. Faith also connects you to something larger than yourself. It reminds you that you are part of a greater story, one that's unfolding in ways you may not fully understand. This connection brings a sense of peace, knowing that you don't have to have it all figured out. Faith reminds you that there is a purpose to your life, even in the moments that feel chaotic or confusing. It encourages you to trust the process, to believe that every experience, good or bad, is shaping you into the person you're meant to become. One of the most beautiful aspects of faith is its ability to inspire hope. Hope is what keeps you moving forward, even when the road is tough. It's the belief that better days are ahead, that your struggles are not in vain, and that your efforts will pay off. Faith fuels that hope, reminding you that no matter how difficult things may seem, there is light at the end of the tunnel. It's that belief that gives you the courage to keep going, to push through challenges, and to hold on just a little longer. Faith doesn't guarantee that life will be easy, but it does guarantee that you'll have the strength to face whatever comes your way. It's a source of resilience, a foundation that keeps you grounded when the world feels shaky. Faith helps you to stand tall, even in the face of adversity, because you know that you are never truly alone. It reminds you that every storm eventually passes, every season has its purpose, and every challenge is an opportunity to grow. As you move through life, let faith be your anchor. Let it guide your decisions, strengthen your resolve, and inspire your dreams. Hold on to it in moments of doubt, lean on it in times of struggle, and celebrate it in times of joy. Faith is not just a belief, it's a way of life. It's the quiet assurance that no matter what, loved, and capable of overcoming anything that comes your way. Trust in that, and watch as faith transforms your journey one step at a time. Transformation begins with surrender. Surrender is not a sign of weakness, it is a profound act of strength. It means letting go of the need to control everything and allowing life to unfold in ways you may not have expected. Too often, people hold tightly to their own plans, their own timelines, and their own understanding of how things should work out. They cling to these things, believing that their grip will ensure success or prevent failure. But the tighter you hold on, the more you limit the possibility of true transformation. Real change happens when you release control and trust the process. Surrender does not mean giving up. It does not mean resigning yourself to defeat or settling for less than what you desire. Instead, surrender is an acknowledgement that there are forces at work far greater than you can comprehend. It's an understanding that you don't have to have all the answers or figure everything out on your own. When you surrender, you open yourself to the possibility that there is a plan, even if you can't see it. You stop fighting against the current and start flowing with it, trusting that it will carry you to where you need to be. One of the greatest obstacles to surrender is fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of losing control. These are the barriers that keep people from fully letting go. But here's the truth. Fear is an illusion. It's a projection of what might happen, not a reflection of what is actually happening. When you allow fear to dictate your actions, you block the very opportunities that could lead to your transformation. Surrender requires courage, the courage to face your fears and let go of the need to control every outcome. Surrender is also about releasing attachment to the past. Many people carry the weight of old hurts, regrets, and disappointments. They hold on to these things, thinking that if they let them go, they'll lose a part of themselves. But holding on to the past only keeps you stuck. It prevents you from moving forward and embracing the new opportunities that are waiting for you. Surrender means releasing the things that no longer serve you, so you can create space for what's meant to come into your life. Transformation through surrender requires a shift in perspective. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" start asking, "What is this trying to teach me?" Every challenge, every setback, every unexpected turn is an opportunity for growth. When you surrender, you begin to see these moments not as obstacles, but as stepping stones. You start to understand that even the most difficult experiences have a purpose, and that purpose is to help you become the person you are meant to be. Surrendering also involves letting go of the need for immediate results. In today's world, people are conditioned to expect instant gratification. They want things to happen quickly and easily. But transformation is a process. It takes time, patience, and perseverance. When you surrender, you let go of the pressure to see results right away. You trust that the seeds you're planting will grow, even if you don't see the fruits of your labor immediately. You understand that transformation is not a destination, it's a journey. There's a freedom that comes with surrender. When you let go of the need to control, you release the stress, anxiety, and tension that come with it. You begin to feel lighter, more at peace, and more open to the possibilities around you. Surrender allows you to live in the present moment, rather than worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. It enables you to fully experience life as it is, rather than as you think it should be. Surrender is an act of trust. It's trusting that you are exactly where you need to be, even if it doesn't make sense right now. It's trusting that everything is working together for your good, even when the path ahead is unclear. Trust doesn't mean that everything will always be easy or that you won't face challenges. But it does mean that you believe there is a purpose to it all. And that purpose is leading you toward growth, healing, and transformation. The beauty of surrender is that it doesn't require you to have it all together. You don't need to have everything figured out or know exactly what your next step will be. All you need is a willingness to let go and a desire to grow. When you surrender, you open yourself to the guidance and wisdom that can only come when you stop trying to do it all on your own. Transformation through surrender is not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming more of who you truly are. It's about peeling back the layers of fear, doubt, and resistance to reveal the strength, resilience, and potential within you. Surrender allows you to step into your authenticity and live a life that aligns with your highest self. As you embrace surrender, you'll find that transformation becomes less about striving and more about allowing. It's not about forcing change or trying to control every aspect of your journey. It's about trusting that the path you're on is the right one, even if it looks different than you imagined. Surrender is the key that unlocks the door to true transformation, and when you embrace it, you'll discover a life that is richer, fuller, and more aligned with your purpose. Patience is a virtue that often feels elusive, especially in a world that celebrates instant results and immediate gratification. However, patience is not just about waiting, it is about maintaining a positive and steadfast attitude while you wait. True patience is a quiet strength, a deep well of endurance that allows you to remain calm and hopeful, even in the face of delays and uncertainty. It is a skill that requires intentional practice, but once cultivated, it becomes one of the most transformative tools in your life. Patience is rooted in trust in yourself, trust in the process, and trust in the timing of your life. It requires you to let go of the illusion of control and accept that not everything will happen according to your personal timeline. This is not easy, especially when you feel ready for the next step, the next opportunity, or the next chapter. But impatience often leads to frustration, anxiety, and hasty decisions that may take you further from your goals. Patience, on the other hand, allows you to navigate life with grace and confidence, knowing that everything is unfolding as it should. One of the most challenging aspects of patience is learning to be content in the in-between moments. These are the times when you've planted the seeds but haven't yet seen the harvest, when you've taken the leap but haven't yet landed on solid ground. These moments can feel uncertain, even uncomfortable, but they are a necessary part of the process. Growth takes time. The caterpillar doesn't become a butterfly overnight, and the strongest trees don't grow in a single season. Similarly, the changes and successes you seek in your own life require time to take root and flourish. Patience is also about perspective. It's about shifting your focus from what hasn't happened yet to what is happening right now. Impatience often stems from a sense of lack or fear of missing out. But when you practice patience, you begin to see the beauty and opportunities in the present moment. You realize that even in the waiting, there is value. There are lessons to be learned, experiences to be cherished, and strength to be gained. Patience teaches you to find joy in the journey rather than fixating solely on the destination. Another important aspect of patience is the ability to manage expectations. Sometimes, impatience arises because you've set unrealistic or rigid expectations for yourself or others. When things don't go as planned, it's easy to feel discouraged or disappointed. Patience, however, teaches you to adjust your expectations and approach situations with flexibility. It reminds you that setbacks are not failures but opportunities to learn and grow. When you cultivate patience, you learn to embrace the twists and turns of life, understanding that they are part of the greater plan. Patience is not passive, it is active. It requires effort, discipline, and a conscious decision to remain hopeful and focused even when progress seems slow. Patience is not about sitting idly by, waiting for things to happen. It is about continuing to do your part, taking consistent steps toward your goals, and trusting that your efforts will bear fruit in due time. It's about putting in the work, day after day, without immediate reward, because you believe in the bigger picture. Patience also strengthens your character. It teaches you resilience, perseverance, and humility. It reminds you that life is not a race but a marathon, and that every step, no matter how small, is a step forward. Through patience, you develop the inner strength to weather storms, overcome obstacles, and keep moving forward, even when the journey feels long. Patience builds your capacity to handle challenges with grace and dignity, turning difficulties into opportunities for growth. One of the most rewarding aspects of patience is the sense of peace it brings. When you let go of the need to rush or force things to happen, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and pressure. Patience allows you to approach life with a sense of calm and confidence, knowing that you are exactly where you're meant to be. It helps you to trust the timing of your life, recognizing that good things often take time to manifest. Patience is a form of self-care, a way to nurture your spirit and protect your energy. Patience also deepens your relationships. It teaches you to listen more, to be present, and to give others the space they need to grow and evolve. When you are patient with others, you show them respect and understanding. You create an environment of trust and support, which strengthens your connections and fosters deeper bonds. Patience allows you to approach conflicts with empathy and solutions rather than frustration and blame. It helps you to see the best in others, even when they are not at their best. Cultivating patience is a lifelong practice. It requires mindfulness, self-awareness, and a willingness to embrace the process of growth and change. It's about learning to quiet the noise of impatience and listen to the quiet wisdom within you. Patience is a gift you give to yourself and to the world around you. It is a powerful reminder that life is not about rushing to the finish line, but about fully experiencing and appreciating each step of the journey. As you embrace patience, you'll find that it transforms not only your perspective, but also your outcomes. It allows you to approach life with a sense of balance, knowing that the best things are worth waiting for. It empowers you to navigate challenges with strength and grace, and it opens the door to opportunities you may have otherwise overlooked. Patience is not just a virtue, it is a way of life. It is the key to lasting success, fulfillment, and peace of mind. Faith is not just about believing in something greater than yourself. It's about choosing to trust even when the road ahead seems unclear. Faith isn't a passive hope, it's an active decision to believe that the struggles you face, the delays you endure, and the challenges you overcome all serve a greater purpose. It is the foundation of resilience, the anchor in the storm, and the quiet strength that keeps you moving forward when everything else suggests you should stop. Having faith is a powerful declaration of hope. It's the refusal to give in to despair, even when circumstances feel overwhelming. Faith doesn't require you to deny the reality of your situation. It invites you to look beyond it. It's about recognizing that the difficulties you face are not the end of your story, but a chapter within it. Faith allows you to see setbacks as setups for comeback. It pushes you to keep going, trusting that every step, no matter how small, is leading you closer to the life you are meant to live. Faith also calls for perseverance. It's easy to believe when everything is going well, but the real test of faith comes when the odds are stacked against you. When the doors seem closed and the way forward is unclear, that's when faith becomes your greatest asset. It's the determination to keep believing in the possibilities, even when they are not yet visible. Faith reminds you that the breakthrough you seek is often just beyond the point where most people give up. One of the most challenging aspects of faith is the patience it requires. Faith and patience go hand in hand because trusting the process means waiting for the right timing. This doesn't mean being idle. It means actively preparing yourself for what's to come. Faith encourages you to keep working, to keep striving, and to keep believing, even when the results take time to materialize. It's about understanding that growth and transformation don't happen overnight. Just as seeds take time to grow into flowers, your dreams require time to blossom. Faith is deeply personal. It's about connecting with your inner self and recognizing the strength and courage within you. It's a quiet voice that tells you to keep going, even when the noise of doubt and fear grows loud. This connection with yourself is what allows you to stand firm in your beliefs, even when others doubt you or when circumstances try to shake your resolve. Faith isn't always loud or dramatic. Often it's a quiet, steadfast conviction that whispers, "You can do this." Faith is not without its challenges. Doubt will creep in, and fear will try to take over. There will be moments when you question whether it's worth it to keep believing. These moments are natural, but they don't have to define you. Faith is not the absence of doubt. It's the decision to move forward despite it. It's about choosing to trust even when you don't have all the answers and believing that clarity will come with time and action. Another aspect of faith is the courage it inspires. Faith gives you the strength to take risks, to step out of your comfort zone, and to pursue your goals even when they feel daunting. It encourages you to dream bigger, to aim higher, and to trust that you are capable of achieving more than you thought possible. Faith isn't about playing it safe. It's about daring to believe in the greatness within you and the opportunities that await you. Faith also requires gratitude. When you have faith, you begin to see the blessings in your life, even in the midst of challenges. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, and it reminds you that every step forward, no matter how small, is something to celebrate. Faith and gratitude together create a powerful mindset that allows you to approach life with positivity and resilience. When you focus on what's good, you attract more good into your life. Faith teaches you to release control. It's about trusting that not everything is in your hands and that there are forces at work beyond your understanding. This doesn't mean giving up on your goals or aspirations. It means doing your part and trusting that the rest will unfold as it should. Faith allows you to let go of the need to micromanage every detail and to trust that the pieces will fall into place when the time is right. Ultimately, faith transforms your perspective. It shifts your focus from the obstacles in your path to the possibilities ahead. It reminds you that challenges are opportunities for growth and that every setback is a chance to learn and become stronger. Faith gives you the confidence to face life's uncertainties with hope and courage, knowing that the best is yet to come. Faith is not a one-time decision. It's a daily practice. It's about choosing to believe, even when belief feels difficult. It's about reaffirming your trust in yourself in the process and in the journey you are on. When you embrace faith, you open yourself to a world of possibilities. You begin to see that life's challenges are not there to break you, but to build you, and that every step forward, no matter how small, is a step toward the life you are meant to live. Faith is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the light that guides you through the darkness and the strength that carries you when the road is hard. With faith, you can overcome any obstacle, rise above any challenge, and achieve your greatest aspirations. It's not about having all the answers, it's about trusting that the answers will come. Faith is the key to unlocking your potential and living a life of purpose, resilience, and fulfillment. Action is the cornerstone of transformation. No matter how much you hope, dream, or plan, real change comes when you take decisive, consistent action toward your goals. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or ideal circumstances. It's about starting right where you are with what you have. The power of action lies in its ability to create momentum. And once momentum builds, it becomes a force that propels you forward. Action requires courage because stepping into the unknown often feels uncomfortable. The first step can be intimidating, but it's also the most critical. It's the moment you choose to move beyond hesitation and fear, the moment you stop overthinking and start doing. Action doesn't demand perfection, it demands effort. Each step forward, no matter how small, signals your commitment to growth and your willingness to embrace change. Progress doesn't happen in leaps, it happens in steps. Each action you take is a declaration to the universe that you are ready to claim the life you desire. One of the greatest barriers to action is fear of failure, fear of judgment, or fear of the unknown. But fear only holds power when you let it paralyze you. When you choose action, you diminish fear's grip. The antidote to fear is movement. Even imperfect action builds confidence and dispels doubt because it shows you what you're capable of. Action helps you realize that the things you feared most often lose their power when confronted. Action is not a one-time event, but a consistent habit. It's about showing up every day and doing the work, even when motivation wanes or challenges arise. Consistency is what separates dreams from reality. It's easy to start strong, but true progress comes from sustained effort. The most successful people are not those who never face setbacks, but those who persist through them. Each action, no matter how small, compounds over time, creating a ripple effect that leads to significant results. Action also requires focus. In a world filled with distractions, it's easy to lose sight of your goals or spread yourself too thin. Effective action demands clarity and prioritization. It's about identifying what matters most and channeling your energy into those areas. Not every action leads to progress. Some actions serve as distractions disguised as productivity. True progress comes from purposeful, intentional effort. When you focus your actions on what truly aligns with your goals, you accelerate your journey towards success. Accountability plays a significant role in sustaining action. It's easy to set goals, but much harder to follow through without a system of accountability. Whether it's a trusted friend, mentor, or personal journal, having a way to track your progress and hold yourself accountable ensures that you stay on course. Accountability transforms intentions into commitments and commitments into results. When you hold yourself accountable, you take ownership of your actions and their outcomes, which empowers you to stay disciplined and consistent. Action also demands adaptability. Life rarely goes exactly as planned, and the ability to adjust your actions in response to changing circumstances is essential. Adaptability is not about abandoning your goals, but about finding new ways to achieve them when obstacles arise. Setbacks are not signs to quit, they are opportunities to reassess, recalibrate, and refine your approach. Each adjustment you make is an action that moves you closer to success. Flexibility in action ensures that you remain resilient and resourceful, no matter what challenges come your way. The beauty of action is its ability to reveal new opportunities. When you take action, doors you never imagined begin to open. Opportunities arise not because you waited for them, but because you created them through your efforts. Action generates energy, and that energy attracts possibilities. Often the very act of moving toward your goals brings resources, connections, and insights that you couldn't foresee at the start. This is the magic of momentum. The more you act, the more the universe responds. Action also shifts your mindset. When you consistently take steps toward your goals, you begin to see yourself as capable and determined. Each small victory builds confidence, reinforcing your belief in your ability to succeed. Action transforms doubt into certainty because it provides tangible evidence of progress. With every step you take, you redefine what's possible and strengthen your resolve to keep going. Your actions become a reflection of your inner strength and determination. Action requires perseverance because the journey toward meaningful change is rarely easy or linear. There will be moments of doubt, frustration, and fatigue. But perseverance means continuing to act, even when the path is steep or the destination feels distant. Each time you choose to act despite difficulty, you strengthen your resilience. Perseverance is about remembering your why you started, why your goal matters, and why giving up is not an option. When you hold on to your purpose, you find the strength to keep moving forward. Above all, action creates transformation. Dreams and goals remain static until you breathe life into them through your efforts. It's not enough to wish or plan, you must do. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the difference between potential and achievement. Each step you take shapes your reality, bringing you closer to the life you envision. Taking action is both a challenge and a privilege. It requires effort, discipline, and courage, but it also offers unparalleled rewards. With every action, you grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. You begin to see that change is not something that happens to you. It's something you create. Through consistent, focused, and intentional action, you unlock your potential and transform your life. Your journey is defined not by what you intend to do, but by what you choose to do. The power to change your life lies in your hands, one action at a time.